They say time waits for no man. But have you ever watched your dreams wither while you waited for the right moment? Have you ever told yourself, I'll start tomorrow, I'll begin next week, I just need a little more time? And in that whisper of hesitation, the opportunity faded, the world moved on, and you were left stuck, not because you weren't talented, not because you weren't ready, but because you procrastinated. Procrastination is not laziness. It's fear dressed in logic. It wears the costume of perfectionism, of busyness, of planning. But underneath, it's fear, doubt, and delay. And it is the silent thief of your destiny. The legacy of action. Napoleon Hill's voice echoes across time. Napoleon Hill, the mind behind Think and Grow Rich, understood this truth before it had a name. While others glorified waiting for inspiration, he studied men like Edison, Carnegie, and Ford, giants who didn't wait for motivation to strike. They built momentum through movement. Hill didn't just write about success, he decoded it. He discovered that behind every empire was not just a vision, but an action taker, a doer, a warrior of discipline. And he called procrastination exactly what it is: the enemy of achievement, the root of the rot. Why you're not taking action? Let's be honest. You don't procrastinate because you're lazy. You procrastinate because you're scared. Scared of failing. Scared of judgment. Scared that if you actually tried and failed, it would mean you're not good enough. So instead, you stay comfortable. You scroll. You plan. You research. And you pretend that thinking about it is the same as doing it. But Napoleon Hill warned us. Procrastination is the bad habit of putting off until the day after tomorrow what should have been done the day before yesterday. And the more you let it slide, the more your confidence dies, bit by bit, not because you can't win, but because you won't begin. The power of now. Hill's first strategy. There's one truth every successful person has lived by: action kills fear. And the time for action is always now. Hill taught this relentlessly. He believed that indecision breeds doubt, and doubt invites fear, and fear feeds procrastination until you're stuck in paralysis. But action, immediate, imperfect action, breaks the cycle. Walt Disney didn't wait for the perfect moment to start building his dream. He had a vision and took 1,000 messy steps, each one guided by faith, not fear. Elon Musk didn't procrastinate when others said space travel was crazy. He didn't wait for everyone to believe. He acted. If you want to overcome procrastination, stop waiting to feel ready. Because readiness isn't a feeling, it's a decision. Take one small step right now, then another, and another. Don't think your way into confidence. Act your way into it. The law of definite purpose. The compass of the unstoppable. Napoleon Hill believed every action must be fueled by clarity, not vague dreams, not someday wishes, but a definite major purpose, a goal so clear it sets your soul on fire. You procrastinate because your goal isn't burning inside you. You haven't defined it with urgency. You haven't connected it to your why. Hill said, "There is one quality which one must possess to win definiteness of purpose, the knowledge of what one wants, and a burning desire to possess it." Let that sink in. Do you know what you want? Can you feel it in your bones? Does it make your heart beat faster when you think about it? If not, you'll keep drifting. You'll keep delaying. You'll keep watching your potential rot in the waiting room of your life. Define your purpose, clearly, boldly, loudly. Then let that purpose be the sword that slays your procrastination. From delay to discipline. Rituals of the relentless. Discipline is the bridge between who you are and who you're destined to become. Every day you delay is a day someone else, less talented than you, is outworking you. Not because they're better, but because they've mastered consistency. Carnegie wasn't the smartest man in the room, but he was the most disciplined. He didn't wait to feel like working. He showed up day after day, until the world bent to his will. Napoleon Hill studied these men and learned that procrastination dies when habits take over. When you build daily rituals of execution, your life becomes unstoppable. So schedule your work, protect your time, shut down distractions, and get ruthless with your attention. You don't need more time. You need more focus. Visualize the victory. Make progress inevitable. Procrastination fades when the future becomes vivid. Hill taught the power of autosuggestion, feeding your mind with the image of your success until it becomes real. Olympic athletes use it. Titanic CEOs use it. You must use it. Visualize yourself completing the task. Feel the pride, the momentum, the impact. Then take the first step toward it, no matter how small. One phone call, one email, one page written, one workout started. Momentum is built, not found. And once you move, progress becomes inevitable. The momentum loop. How one action destroys procrastination forever. Here's the truth. You don't break procrastination once. You break it every day. Every time you act when you don't feel like it. Every time you choose purpose over comfort. Every time you make yourself move, despite the fear. That is how warriors are built, not in giant leaps, but in consistent, courageous inches. And the beauty is this. Every act of execution builds confidence, and every ounce of confidence fuels more action, until the momentum becomes unstoppable, until you become someone who doesn't wait, but acts, who doesn't hesitate, but creates, who doesn't dream passively, but builds relentlessly. The final blow. Kill the excuse. Light the fire. You have one life, one shot, one window to build the dream that lives inside you. And every excuse, every delay, every justification is another day wasted. You don't need more motivation. You need a decision. Right now. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Now. Napoleon Hill's wisdom wasn't designed to entertain. It was built to ignite. The action strategies he shared weren't for the lucky or the gifted. They were for the committed, for the hungry, for the ones who looked at procrastination and said, "Not today, not anymore." So stop scrolling, stop thinking, stop planning, and start doing. This is your time. This is your moment. You already have the blueprint. Now, build the life you were born for.